Gentlemen, as the panel take their seats, it's my pleasure to welcome you to this session on mobile health and diabetes, looking particularly at how mobile health can help us beat the diabetes challenge that exists globally. I'm going to be moderating the session. I'm not going to be presenting to you, and the panelists are going to be answering a series of questions as to how and why mobile health can help us beat the diabetes challenge. I won't introduce you to everybody now. I'm going to introduce people as they answer questions. But before we kick off, I want to give you a few big headline numbers about diabetes and about why it's interesting for us in the mobile health world to be thinking about diabetes. There are some 382 million people in the world with diabetes. And if we don't do anything to intervene, that number will rise to 592 million by 2035. That's going to take a huge toll on people's health, on family life, on the economy, on how much it costs us to support people with diabetes, on how much working time is lost, about how much happiness is lost. We have the opportunity with mHealth as a part of the solution to really intervene on that. The numbers that I've just quoted are very big, but there are two smaller numbers that you should think about as well to make that more real. The most significant of those is that every 6 seconds, somewhere in the world, somebody is dying from a diabetes-related condition. That's a huge death toll, it's a huge problem, and it's one to which we must respond. And making that even more complicated is the fact that 4 out of 5 of those people are living in low and middle income countries. So whilst we've seen a number of very exciting solutions in the short video we saw just now, and whilst we have seen all sorts of exciting demonstrations outside on the trade floor, and really you can walk around that and only wish that you had millions and millions to spend because there are so many exciting solutions to buy, we have to face the reality that for many people with diabetes, these solutions are not going to be within their reach. But that doesn't mean that mHealth can't be part of the story, because there are lower cost solutions that could really help us reach people globally in beating this condition. So I'm not going to speak anymore. I have been introduced on the slide, so you know who I am. But I'm going to invite my panelists to tell us about why they are interested in mHealth and what they think from their perspective mHealth could do. And then I'm going to ask them to look at the opportunities and the challenges, because it's not straightforward to enter into this field. I'm going to call first upon John Brummett, who is the Vice President of the International Diabetes Federation. And I'm going to ask you, John, as a person living with type 1 diabetes, why are you interested in this field? Why have you come to this meeting today? What do you think mHealth could do?
So, diabetes, like any long-term condition, is something I live with every day in my life. It doesn't stop me doing a lot of things, but it has an impact. So when I go to bed at night, I check my blood sugar. When I get up in the morning, I check my blood sugar. When I do any particular thing, when I walk from one wall to another, I need to check and see what I'm doing. And I make decisions every moment of the day. So each day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, that's 8,760 hours a year. And on average, someone with diabetes spends about 10 hours with a healthcare professional. So no matter what happens at the time, that very scarce time with the healthcare professional, the rest of the time I'm making decisions which have an impact on outcomes and how I live my life. So the opportunity is, how do we get people to make informed, good decisions? And a comparative on that, a clinical comparative. Right now, less than 50% of people with long-term conditions take their medication as they are prescribed. So there's a big industry out there selling drugs, but not a very good industry of talking to people. So we know what good is, but we're not very good at doing it. So the opportunity is around enabling people, providers, payers and patients to make informed decisions, no matter where they are, at scale.
Excellent. I'm going to have to ask you to think of some more opportunities, because I'll come back to you on more opportunities in a while. But you've heard there that there is no need for diabetes to be stopping people living full and rich lives. M-Health and the M-Health solutions that we've seen at the show today can do a great deal to take that forward. So I'm going to call upon some of the other speakers to